to the riches, cause it's all about the paper. Now buckle up your seats and prepare for the journey. Let the music ease your soul, grab a spliff and start burning. Relax with us and take a trip to the heavens. And come and spend a day in the 757. Hydro, the vapes and blunts I smoke. That's exactly what I need.
What's up, everybody? Here we are, the after show, but later, episode number 351. It's your boys D and Luis Cortez Jr. We are here for another live episode. Look at all these notes, dog. I don't even know where to start. Should we start on page like 8? I don't know, but I think I'm gonna get right into it. I don't know if you're here because of the thumbnail. We're talking about the future of Covino and Rich, and if you're behind on episodes, you're definitely going to want to catch this one. And if you're all caught up on episodes, you're going to want to catch this one. So what I'm saying is, Doug, you don't want to miss this no matter who you are. I don't know if Luis wants to just go ahead and kick us off with some Covino and Rich stuff. You want to say hello to the people? Go ahead and just take it away, Doug.
Yo, what's up, anyone who's here, future dudes? Hey, man, I just wanted to wrap up from last weekend. We celebrated Covino's 50th. There was a lot of I think everyone reached out to him. There's a lot of videos. A lot of AI video pictures of him, but man, it went from he didn't want to celebrate to all of a sudden he had like a party, got all these gifts. Fucking Wes and Bree were down there, so it sounded like it ended up being a good weekend for the guy. I reached out to him on Friday because I knew he was gonna get fucking bombarded. I usually send him a What's Up Food Friday video anyway, so I was just like, hey man, appreciate you. You know, you're keep it real, homie, represent. So wishing him well. So I'm glad it went well, and then he was able to share some of the stuff from the past weekend with his family. So, and then maybe we'll get into it later. I got some pictures, but man, I thought it was pretty badass. Fucking Rich, I know it was bag on him, but the gang got together and got him that sweet ass guitar, dude. That was pretty badass. I was like, man, I think Covino almost had a vato tear on that one, but that was pretty special, I think.
You know, one thing, so I had an idea for that with his Takamine guitar. Dog, maybe it's because I'm Mexican, dog, but I always say Takamine. Because that's the way my uncle, he like builds guitars and he's like, he plays funk. He's like hella dope guitarist, right? And he's always said Takamine. And so like, I always say Takamine. So if you hear me say that, don't laugh. But anyway, years and years ago, like when first Melody must have been like 4. No. Cause it was after the Splitsville with, Layla, but so maybe she was like 7 or 8, but I remember when Covino was first talking about that and that guitar, and I was like, dog, I was trying to go through at the time, dog. It was way harder because we didn't have you couldn't search through like transcripts like now. Like we can download transcripts and search, and so much AI technology will help us out. And they were on Sirius XM, so you could. It wasn't even like you could go back and listen like we do now, right? You can go back and listen on YouTube or whatever. So I remember I was like trying to find like the model of this Takamine guitar, and I was like, dog, when they had mentioned that like it had been sold during the divorce or whatever it had mentioned, I was like, I was like, I don't know if I can afford it, but I want to do something like with that guitar, right? Maybe get some people to pitch in and buy it. Basically with the idea that they did, I had an idea, but I wanted to get the same exact model. So the fact that they got one very like similar enough, but you know, this one's a cutaway acoustic black. His other one was like a wood grain. So I think it was awesome. I don't want to say jealous, but a little jealous, dog. I wish I could have delivered on that idea I had, you know, a decade ago. But it was so cool. And we probably could share the video. Which one did you want to share? Did you want to share the one of him actually opening?
Yeah, I mean, if we get time later, but I would just wanted to, I mean, what a good, Vatos Don't Cry, but I think it was pretty special, and it sounded like, I don't know who spearheaded it. I think it was Handsome Gabe who started it. Obviously, he's a musician, and he's fucking super talented, and like the guy said, obviously, he's a super, always very thoughtful with gifts and about his friends and shit, so, obviously, party pretty unexpected, and I think Covino said it got lost in the divorce.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
You know that. So
that's
I'm
the
pretty
thing.
sure
He would never.
That shit got thrown away, or she didn't need money, so I doubt it got fucking pawned. If anything, she fucking lit it on fire or something. Like, I don't know. I'm just speculating, but yeah, it sounded like it was pretty shady. But I think it was more of the idea and like like to Covino's point, like it would have been nice to have the same one, but it's like, hey, fuck that one, right? Like, hey, it got lost. It probably had good memories and bad memories. So this is like 2.0, 50th edition, black. It's like the revised version. So I think it was good that it was super similar but new in a way in its own style, and it means more now. And excited to hear him jam out on it. He played it for a little bit, but
that was one thing that Covino had said. He was like, dog, he was like, this one, he's like, that was cool. You know, it sucks that I lost it in the divorce. And but this one signifies like new memories, right? The new chapter of my life. Now he see, dog, because think about it. Even if he would have had that guitar and loved it with everything, right? A part of him would still remember, because if I'm not mistaken, I think Layla might have got it for him. So a part of him would still have that. Now, the cool thing is he gets to build all brand new memories with this new guitar, and with no remnants of his past. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was really cool. We could show a little bit of the video if you actually missed it, or if you're not on tier 2, it would maybe encourage you to check out tier 2 for Covino Rich. So let's go ahead and see if I could. Let me see if I can find the video. There's Rich as a hot dog. Let's see if we could play a little bit real quick of this. I won't play the full thing, but let's see if we could watch some of this.
My like biggest plus I was just busy this week.
So Rich comes out, and I'll never forget
my in-laws.
You know, Rich, super kind, super sweet. And he goes, remember that guitar you lost? Well, we got you another one. I was like, no fucking way, dude. You can see right here.
The Takamine guitar that you lost in the divorce that Layla says she doesn't know where it is. And like, it was your favorite
come
guitar.
Come on, man. Like, how do you
that you've been talking about for, what, it's probably, 10 years now?
Yeah.
Like, the guitar you lost in the divorce.
How do you, like, say thank you to that? And, I don't want to knock the water over. And look at that.
Oh.
Look at that. Steve and his flying guitar. Look at this thing. And I've never had a black. So the one I lost was a wooden one, but I have another wooden one, like the wood grain one. Yeah. So I have a Taylor wooden one now. Once I lost the Takamine, I was like, I got the Taylor.
You know, Doug, we could actually, I'm going to continue playing it, but this rolls into another conversation that I had. So I'm glad that you actually put this in the album. Thanks for doing your part for the after show.
No worries.
I never had a black acoustic ever. So this is my first black acoustic. Takamine. I know Gabe was behind the
I gotta say, you got the ultimate.
I didn't tune it yet.
Spot, as you know, the ultimate man of thoughtfulness. Handsome Gabe was the one that led the charge to find just the right one. I mean, Handsome Gabe is just thoughtful. He's the guy that helped Sarah make my Hamilton 40th birthday montage. Like, Gabe is probably the most thoughtful dude you'll ever meet in your life. So, Handsome Gabe. And you guys too. But Handsome Gabe,
I got all out of tune and shit is like giving me anxiety. like, because even like the little scales and shit he's doing, you're kind of like, oh crap, man, like just stop it. You're making my ears bleed, right? But I actually, I thought that was awesome. I thought it was a beautiful guitar, and you know what, dog? It's so funny because I remember one of the first guitars I ever got. It was actually, it was just like he said, like the wood grain looking, right? Like it was a solid spruce top, right? If you guys have listened to the after show from the very beginning, you might know which guitar it was. So you get cool points if you actually know that. But what do you call it? I always wanted one like that, a cutaway acoustic like that, black. And Doug, you're gonna laugh when I tell you why, but you're not gonna be surprised. So the reason why I wanted it, Doug, is because in like fucking 92 or something, on Full House, Uncle Jesse, dog, John Stamos, had a black acoustic guitar like that, cutaway acoustic, gave you full access to the entire neck, right? And I remember I was like, I wanted one so bad. Till this day, have never had a black guitar like that. I had a like a Les Paul, like an Epiphone when I was like in high school or whatever. It was all black, right? But never an acoustic. And Covino is stoked because this one's actually an acoustic electric, so he can plug it in if he needs to. I'm like, dog, that's so dope. So good for him. Awesome. Of the I was gonna call them the Trailer Park Boys, dog. What are they? The Pool Boys.
Hot Tub Boys.
Hot Tub Boys. I wasn't even doing that on purpose. The Hot Tub Boys. So shout out to the Hot Tub Boys, Doug. You and I were kind of talking briefly before this, and they're just all individually really good dudes. And I know people like to bag on them because it's kind of like a douchey reputation, the hot tub boys, right? It's like they go away every year and, you know, and everybody's like fancy and well off and whatever. So it's kind of like a little stigma that they have. But individually, dog, they're just like really good dudes. I was telling you before this, like Jaime Tavares, dog, he actually was house sitting, so he got to see Covino, you know, for his birthday this weekend, but he was house sitting for Rich, and dog, like literally the only time I've ever met him in person was at the Covino Rich convention over a year ago now. And to this day, dog, he'll send me like a freaking, like a little, hey bro, how are you doing? Little direct message, you know, I just randomly, hey, hope you're doing well. Like, dog. And I'm like, I talked to him, you know, a little bit at the thing and got to know him a little bit. And he's just like such a good dude, dog. And a lot of people bag on Mauser. Like I told you, I had nothing but a good experience with Mauser and like got to meet Drew. What do I want to say? Handsome Drew. What the hell's Drew's name?
Gabe.
No, that's Handsome Gabe, but I met him too. But Drew, why the hell? Drew, why? Who the hell's the one? The big nipples, dog?
Help us out, chat.
Big nipples, Drew. Why am I thinking Drew?
Big
Drew
nipples
Mac.
or fluff?
Drew Mac.
Oh, Drew Mac.
Drew Mac,
Right.
dog. So I got to meet him briefly, and like, dog, all just such good dudes, you know. So I thought it was so cool that they got to bring that full circle for him and for this new part of him. So Lisa says the guitar was cool, and so what up, Lisa? And then what does Keto say? The Keto 50 coffee cup. That's a really cool thing to do. I think, Doug, the fact that they have your keto cup every morning, and Covino said he can officially drink it now because he's officially keto 50. So shout out to you, keto. Still not as cool as the Air Tita shirt. You know what? Yeah, that was a cool gift. Now I have something else up my sleeve. I have two things up my sleeve, dog. Good thing I have two sleeves, right? But I wanted to actually, I had this on my notes for some reason before even the gift conversation. So I wanted to ask you, I know you play a little guitar. You know, I know you're a somewhat of a musician, people would like to say. And me and my very limited skills of actually playing guitar, I got to ask you, dog, because I think I have two. Okay. Let me ask you. I'm sorry, dog. My thoughts are all over the place. It's been a long day. But let me ask you, you pick up a guitar, right? So just imagine this. And anybody in the chat, let me know too if you play guitar or even piano. That would work for piano too. You pick up a guitar, right? So just imagine this. I give Luis a guitar, right? Your dream guitar, a Flying V. It's a Jackson, right? It's a, it's a Zakk Wylde exclusive. You know, it's just something, dog, right? Something you never thought you would have your hands on, right, dog? It's autographed, right, by David Blaine himself, right, and Criss Angel, and right, it came with now. Yeah, so right, everything you could ever imagine. You have this guitar. It's in tune. They've already set it up, dog. I don't even know if you're a guitar player. You know about setting up the guitar right before you even play it. So you set that up. It's set up. They hand you the guitar. They plug it in, and you're reaching around the neck. What chord are your fingers automatically going into?
I think it's like an A minor because I play that all. Like, there's a lot of songs that I play at an A minor. It's kind of easy and it sounds good real quick. So I think A minor or like
A minor?
G chord probably.
Okay.
It's just easy, and it's like a lot of the songs I play, I guess, start or have that in there. So it's like I practice those a lot. Maybe a G chord probably too, because a G chord you get all of the guitar right. You play all 6 strings, but A minor.
I see. It's funny, and the reason I ask, and Doug, I had this thought before they did the gift. So when Covino pulled out the guitar, I noticed the first chord he reached for was a D. Yeah. So we I don't know if we can actually go back to that video where he actually whips it out. Did you notice that too, or no?
I didn't. I wasn't paying that much. I was looking at the beauty of the guitar, but
once I lost the Takamine, I was like,
yeah. So I saw when he freaking watch. Let me see. He reaches for it, and I think it looks like it was a D. So let's go back to that camera.
You got the ultimate.
I didn't tune it yet.
Yeah, Spot, as you know, the ultimate man.
So he reached for a D, and then it looks like he goes for a G. It looks like a G after that. So, dog, so it's funny, though, because I had this literal thought where I was like, dog, when you give me a guitar, I probably will go for a G, but more of like a major or like a power chord where it's a G, but instead of just your ring finger being on like the high E, it's your ring finger and your pinky being on the last two. So E, A, D, G, B, E. So the B and the E are on the 3rd fret. So it's more of like a power chord, G chord, right? So, Doug, that's probably my. It's funny because you grab a guitar, your hands, Doug, if you've been playing any amount of time, your hands automatically go into a freaking little, right? You go D, like right? Like you said, A minor, yeah. C, Doug, you literally pick up a guitar and your hand just kind of automatically goes. So I was asking, and I have a part 2 to this question. So we know we hand Luis a guitar. He's in the A minor, right? Little, what do you call it? Not motion, but what do they call it when it's like a little form or whatever? Whatever. Okay, so he's in the A minor form. We'll stick with that. Not to drag the show on. We're gonna be here till 9 o'clock. Dog, been going like, oh, what is it called? So got that in the A minor. Covino, we know now because Covino doesn't even know. Dog, I bet if we asked him right now, hey Covino, if you picked up a guitar, or when you got your new guitar, what was the first chord you played? He'd probably be like, fuck, I don't know. But if you told him to picture it, it would be a D. So, Doug, I go G, power G maybe. So we know A minor you, D Covino, G me, right? Now, you have your chord, whatever, right? You might play a little, I don't know, scale or something, whatever. Okay, cool. Now, you're going to play, what's your like go-to song? Just you picked it up, boom. I feel like everybody has like a go-to kind of when they start picking a little bit. What's your go-to song? If you have one, you may not.
It'd be one of the Nirvana ones because it's usually standard tuning and it's easy. And I play a lot of a Nirvana song, maybe a Coldplay one or a Radiohead. That you get a full sound. Especially I play a lot of acoustic guitars, and then those just you get more out of the guitar. So I think probably I would say Coldplay or Radiohead to be honest.
And okay, so if it was a Coldplay or a Radiohead song, what would the Coldplay be? See, to me, that I wouldn't think that of you. I would think it'd be like a Slipknot or something. So Coldplay to me,
that'd be my electric guitar though.
Okay, we're talking about acoustic. Okay, you pick an acoustic. So which Coldplay song would it be? Would it be like Yellow or
like Shiver or Sparks? Okay, I have like a whole playlist. I'll have to send you some tunes that I play and sing, but more of the softer shit. To be honest, it's my softer side. It's me. It's the spot in me.
This is how, Doug. This is how you know. This is how you know I'm like a basic white bitch when it comes to guitar, because not only, Doug. I reach for a G chord, right? We're like, come on, dog. That's baby shit, right? That's the first chord like most people learn. But also, dog, I'll give you this little bit of trivia. The song that I always go to, dog, was in a movie in the 90s, very popular, and they had a sign that said, don't play this, when they go into like a Guitar Center.
Oh.
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, there's like a top 5 songs. I just seen the fucking Instagram thing about it. What was it?
Juice is bored, Doug. He doesn't want guitar talk. Juice, but Doug, okay, we'll finish it off right now, Juice. I promise. But Doug,
a Stairway to Heaven.
Yeah, Doug on Wayne's World, right? Yeah. Wayne's World. Yeah. There he starts, ding, 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 and they're like, they point at the sign, dog, and it says no Stairway to Heaven. Dog, that's how you know when it comes to guitar, I can't really play, because dog, I pick up a guitar, I get in that little barred motion, and I start with Stairway to Heaven. So we'll go ahead and wrap that up, dog. We don't want to put Juice to sleep, but anyway, happy birthday again to Covino, dog. I thought that was a lot of fun. Very, very, I think, cool gift of the hot tub boy. So Andrew says Mauser was nice at the CRC, but he comes off as a douchebag in the chat. He 100%, I agree with that. And but I think it's so funny because, Doug, I don't know if it's just part of his douchebaggery, kind of how he comes off.
He's like a smart aleck kind of.
But I feel like if I ever like talk shit to him in the chat or call him out or whatever, I feel like he gets like butthurt. You know, I feel like if I'm like if he, even a dog, like sometimes he'll type something and then he there's like a typo, so he retracts it, and then he'll like put it again with the correct word, and I'll be like, you can do that, Mauser, but we all saw it. Or I'll say some shit like that, Doug. And I feel like that just pisses him off. So could be that, or could be he's not even paying attention. So whatever. But yeah, happy birthday, Covino.
Something else that was related to that, and the guys were talking about, obviously Covino's birthday was a big thing. They were talking about what will Covino do in his 50s, and they were just like naming a bunch of shit. Did you catch that? They were like, is he gonna get a tattoo? Is he gonna let his hair grow gray? Is he gonna be gay? Is he gonna pick up golfing? Is he gonna have a turtle now? And what do you think?
I think one thing, dog, that I never thought he was gonna do, but he did flirt with the idea. He entertained salt and pepper hair. I felt like we would never see Covino with gray in his hair because he, when he gets a haircut, he says it's always like more noticeable. So usually after he gets a haircut, he goes and he gets his, just for men, Vato black or whatever he gets, and then puts that in. But he actually talked about maybe getting a little bit of gray in there, having a little bit of gray. And dog, if he's thinking about letting some gray in his hair right now at his age, I would say, dog, in the next like 5 years, he's going to be the silver fox, dog. He's going to look exactly like Big Steve. I guarantee if he's entertaining that idea, dog, I think he's going to start to see how much, I guess, easier it is with the upkeep and not having to dye his hair every 2 weeks or whatever, however long he does it. And I think he might we might see the silver fox, especially, dog, if they get like this new like Dan Patrick contract or whatever, because I feel like they're going to be like, well, we are kind of skewing to an older audience. We can kind of act more our age now to where whatever. So I feel like he might be a silver fox in the next 5 years. Andrew Sims, I don't know if he did that on purpose, but he just put something. He retracted his comment. Lisa said he'll look great with salt and pepper hair, and that, you know what? It's true. He's gonna look good. He could be a full freaking Anderson Cooper, and he would still look better than most people. Which was funny because they were talking about the peptides and Ozempic and all that, and he was like, yeah, you look great. Your body's in shape. He's like, but you still need a different head. And I feel like Covino, just being a slim dude, we know how much like pride he takes into like only eating, a couple of Kind bars a day or whatever. But that's one thing where I'm like, yeah, dog, like Covino is thin, but he knows that like his head is his moneymaker, right? So he's got to keep that pristine. So, yeah, like, dog, I could be buff as hell, dog, shave my head, get all kinds of tattoos, right? Have some look, and I'm still like uglier than Covino. I'm like, dog, damn it, look at all this work I'm putting in, dog. But anyway, so yeah, I guess whatever's next is on Luis's mind.
My hot take: he's gonna be a dad. I think I think he's going to be a father. I think he wants it. I'm not. You heard it here first, though. We'll find out. But it's like if he wouldn't have, he would have already closed up shop, right? He would have done something different. So the fact that he's still waiting or has that idea, to me, it tells me that he wants to. Maybe he's just, that's my fucking shitty opinion. So I think we'll see him being a father here soon. Not soon, but when they're ready, whatever. But we'll see. And if not, yeah, I think he might pick up golfing. I know you heard him talking about it. I know Jordan does it too. So I'm leaning in on he's gonna just be a golfer guy now with salt and pepper hair or possibly gay or maybe have a kid. So we'll see.
Oh, dog.
He's gonna join the spot train.
Andrew says, dog, that he's all Covino will be 90 and still dyeing his hair. You know what? I can see that too. So Andrew says, now I'm the douchebag, right? No, you're not, Andrew. Yeah. We love you. But it's just funny because I can really, I could see Covino like he was entertaining the idea, dog. But I'm like, I don't know if the vanity will just keep him keep dyeing it. I don't know, but only time will tell. And that's the good thing, dog, is that Covino and Rich, especially with Patreon now, they can go to Fox, Sirius XM, they can go to ESPN, whatever, but we're still going to have Covino and Rich, I feel like, for the rest of our lives. Like, I feel like even, dog, if they like win, they hit the biggest lottery of all time, they're billionaires, I still think they would jump on Patreon 1 or 2 times a week. So I think time will tell, God willing, we're all here to watch it and actually see what happens. So yeah, man.
You know what was crazy too, and we'll wrap that up. But talk about gay and Covino's birthday was the birthday song that his mom played. When he's like, "What was it? I'm not gay. I don't like girls." Or that birthday song they played like the old
No,
school
it
Chicken
goes.
She's
It goes.
I didn't,
I'm not gay, but I never kissed a girl or whatever. Right?
yeah, I thought that was hilarious, especially like we all know how his mom's pretty, like like not fucking around, and for her to
Yeah.
play that on Alexa and like. I can imagine like not being able to shut it up, like turn that shit off, like what the fuck's going on, like what's this shit,
100%.
like I was fucking rolling, thinking, just imagining that shit. But anyway, move on. What you got?
Dog. They talked about ball spray, right, dog? And let me go ahead and talk about this real quick. I don't know if I brought it up a couple of weeks ago. I'd have to run and get it, so I'm not gonna go and get it. But dog, there's some spray deodorant, right, for chicks. It's Dove, and it's a spray deodorant. It's literally like this big. Where? It's like this big. It's a spray. It's got a pink top, so it says like Dove powder, 72 hours, whatever. I'm about to change everybody's life if I haven't already done this. So they're talking about ball spray, right? Doug, you got to get this. This is a tip to all you dudes out there, right? Lisa, cover your ears. But all the dudes that are listening to this, Doug, you get out of the shower, right? They were talking about maybe you fan off the wells, right? You get all dried up. Dog, this is going to save your life, dog. Especially if you're in a hot climate like you are, like I am. Doug, end of the day, right, dog? It doesn't even have to be a full, like, 2 days, right, dog? It could literally be by lunchtime, depending on where you live. Your ass might get a little swampy, and you might contract something known as swamp ass, right? Well, dog, not anymore, because your boy right here is about to put you on some game. So what you got to do, you're out of the shower, you dry it off, and then, dog, you got to hit, dog, it's basically like a field goal, like dog, say where the ball goes through the field goal is like your package, right? But like the pole that's holding up the field goal is your ass, and then this is like the two crevices of your legs, right? So dog, you got to hit a field goal with that spray deodorant. Go butt crack, dog. Then dog, almost like you're spray painting, dog. And then dog, fucking, your dog. It could be dog. You could go lay fucking 3,000 feet of fucking tile after that, dog. Fucking play 2 games of basketball, and dog, you could still be like fresh as a daisy, dog. Fresh as a daisy. I guarantee you. And you guys are probably looking at me like, dog, this was crazy. But you know what? I'm not here for your guys' approval. You know what I'm here for? I'm here to help you with life. So, dog, you guys could laugh. You guys could say, hey, D's crazy, dog. I would never do that. But one day, when nobody's looking, you're not going to tell anybody. You know what you're going to do? Luis is included. You're going to one day be at like Walgreens or CVS and be like, you know what? 72-hour Dove spray. Whatever, dog. And it's like $12 for the thing, dog. And then you're going to get home, shower. Dog, you can go camping and you're still going to be fresh as a daisy. So I'm not going to know because you're not going to come out and tell me, hey, D, you're right. Right? But you're going to know. So that's what I'm here to do, dog, is just help you guys out. Let's see. We can all get together at CRC 40. You have to use Los Angeles to dry off your balls, dog, before you hit that field goal fucking little spray. But I'm about to put you on that. So just go ahead and you're welcome, guys. And we can go into Luis's next thing. If not, I have one, dog, that I've been wanting to talk about for like a month now, and I keep forgetting.
No, we can. I don't know how, but I use Vaseline just a little bit, just because I get like thunder ties, so it's like just a little Vaseline right there, and that's it. Fool.
If you're not,
I'll have to try the talco, fool, the one you're talking about. I mean,
dog,
you'll know, fool. You'll know. If it's game changer like that,
dog, I'm not lying, dog. I'm about to save your life.
Me.
I'm about to save your life. Change your life, dog. Literally, just think of the field goal, dog, because you're going to get out of the shower. You're going to be like, dog, what did D say? What was it, dog? It's even better if you're future, dude, and you're getting out of the shower right now, dog, and your wife happened to have some or something, right, dog? And you could just hit that field goal, right? And then, Dog, I'm telling you, you laugh, dog. And you know what? I probably have it in my backpack right now, dog, because you never know, dog. I just know easy because I misplace everything, dog. So even if I put it in like the cabinet in the restroom or whatever, dog, I know I'm going to misplace it. So if I keep it in my bag, I just know after the shower, go grab my backpack. Dog, sometimes my wife, dog, I get out of the shower, she probably thinks I'm in there spray painting like a mural and shit, dog. Because you hear the shower go off, dog, and then all you hear is... dog, she probably goes in after I get out of the shower, dog. I leave to work and she's like, what's this dude fucking spray painting? I hear him every morning spray painting, dog. And I'm just telling you guys, your lives about to be changed. So yeah, dog, I forget if you wanted to move on or not, but
no, go ahead. What you been holding on to?
This one, dog, it says okay, so we all know Barnando's theory, right? About in my dreams I did, right? So you could be like, Barnando will tell you, he'll be like, dude, I hooked up with Jennifer Lopez. And you're like, Barnando, no, you didn't. He's like, in my dreams I did. Because Barnando's theory, if you're not, you know, there's Pavlov's dog, right? There's the, what is it? The cat, Schrodinger's cat or whatever, right? And there's Barnando's theory. So if you guys don't know about Barnando's theory, dog, this is where we're about to teach you about Barnando's theory. If you have a memory and you just think about something, both are equally as real, right? So you could like dog, if I think back to the CRC and I see Luis walking into Bree and Wes's house and he's freaking you know, all thugged out, you know, with his gear looking all dope, and I'm like, oh, there's Luis, right? That's a memory. But that's as real to me as if I put something in my head of that same scenario. Luis walks in, he comes with his Pacifico or whatever he had, dog. He comes, Luis is bringing the party, and then I'm like, dog. And then remember, dog, he jumped on the table and he took his shirt off, dog, and he was already all pedo. We didn't even know he was drunk. I put that in my head, dog. Now, right now, they're both equally as real to me in my head. Because if I think about that, I'm like, dog, Baba Ganoush was standing over there. I'm like, freaking Black Ice was upstairs. Right, dog? I'm thinking about this. That's as real to me in my head as you walking in with your box of Pacifico. So that is freaking the Barnando theory. And I know some people are like, oh, that's stupid. Dog, I have something that I still don't know if it really happened or if it was a dream. Because, and the reason why, dog, is because it's so insignificant. Like, I literally have here, it says Kika, dream or reality. So I have a friend named Kika, dog, that like I've known probably since like first grade, right? And haven't talked to her in years besides like liking her posts on Facebook, whatever, right? But I don't know if like 15 years ago, she was like at my mom's house for something. And I'm like, dog, it was so insignificant that, you know how like you have dreams and all kinds of shit happens? I don't know if this was a dream, dog, because in the memory or dream, I'm not sure which one it is, was I walked into the house, Kika was sitting on the couch, and I don't know if she was doing something with my sister or some shit. I walked in, I go, hey, what's up? And then I went and did whatever I had to do, and I left. I don't know. I'll have to call my sister and be like, Jewel, do you remember Kika? Like, did she ever braid your hair or something or some shit? Because, dog, I don't know if that's a real memory or if that was a dream that happened. Like, till this day, dog, I don't know. Because I could still see her, like, sitting on the couch, like the freaking Sion right there by the door and shit. Just, like, all, like, waiting, right? Walked in, said what's up, and went on with my business. So, as much as we like to laugh at the Barnando theory, this, dog, I don't know if it's true or not. So, I'm gonna have to follow up with my family, and then I'm gonna have to come back and report next week, dog, and let you know that really happened, because I still don't know.
It's like a Mandela Effect 2.0 kind of, it sounds like. And what did they say? If print something about the legend? Talk about the legend.
When the legend
becomes the truth, or
Exactly. When a legend
Just
becomes
print-
true,
like it
print a
becomes
legend.
true. Food, like all of a sudden, like, oh yeah, that happened, and we're like, if you keep telling that story, bro, you keep believing that shit. Next thing you know, like, oh yeah, I heard it on the show. This fool said blah blah blah. It just becomes a fact. So
Well,
like that's
Doug,
just what it is.
that's
like,
why they even say like polygraphs, you can't use them in court because they're not lie detectors. Doug, I'm like, every criminal justice class I've ever had, they tell you about lie detectors, and they're like, they're not lie detectors. They're emotion detectors. So, dog, like literally, if somebody right now was like, I'm hooked up, and they're like, hey, did Geeka ever come to your mom's house in 2012? I could say yeah, and not fail a lie detector, and she could have never been there. But in my mind, dog, I'm like, I guess. I mean, it's an emotion, right? I don't know, dog. Is this really Danny G, dog, in the chat? Danny G
Yo, man,
radio,
what's
but
up?
later? I don't know.
That's the homie right there.
Dog, if it really is Danny G, just send me a text, Danny G. Because I don't believe it. I can't believe that Danny G's here, dog. So if it is, I feel so fortunate, dog, because like when I got to see Danny G and Covino and Rich, in LA, just them, like Danny G mentioned, he was like, hey man, he's like, I check out you and Luis and I love what you guys do. And Doug, and I'm like, Covino, Rich, Danny G, Spot, Doug, they've all been in this industry for 20 plus years, right? And I know they don't like us to say that because then it makes them feel old or whatever, but it's true. So when somebody like that is giving you a compliment, whether it's the real Danny G in the chat or not, but I know that one really did happen because I remember that, But if somebody like that, dog, who has been in this industry for 20 years, is like, I like what you guys do, that's the biggest compliment of all time, dog. So like, appreciate that. Danny G radio, but later, whether you are you or not, the world may never know. But Doug, go ahead.
Can we just give it up to Rich because we love to talk shit about him, but I have to give it up to that fucker. He fucking got me with that magic trick. I know he talked it up the day before he did it. I was like, oh my god, just like everyone else.
Hold on, it is Danny G.
Is it?
He just texted me. He said, first of all, I don't sound anything like that. I think no, my Danny G impression is like an Arnold Schwarzenegger impression. Everybody thinks they can do it, and everybody's is worse than the next person. So Covino and Rich do it. Like, Doug, if you guys don't listen to Fox Sports Radio, the funniest thing they do on Fox Sports Radio is they talk about Danny G crying. Have you caught this, Luis, or no?
Yeah.
Can you do the Danny G cry real quick?
Nah, I ain't trying to offend him. Boo.
Yeah. They say this is Danny G when he cries. Boo hoo hoo. So, shout out to Daddy G. We appreciate that, man. I'm sorry, Doug. I interrupted your thought. My bad.
Nah, you're good. I'm just saying we always like to talk shit about Rich, but I gotta give him kudos. I'm gonna take my fucking hat off. He Criss A&L the fuck out of us. At least I was pretty surprised with his fucking lemon fucking trick. The day before he busted it out, he was all talking it up. I'm like, oh my god, what kind of bullshit fucking magic trick is this gonna be? And then he starts with his fucking trick or whatever. And the first one was lame, and you can see that he was like hiding shit. I'm like, this is it, right? And then he busts out the fucking lemon and the whole shit, dude. I was actually very pleasantly surprised. I reached out and said, hey man, fucking kudos to you, bro, because I was not expecting that. He pulled it off really well, and it's a fucking look. Magic's fucking. I love Magic, right? I used to be a big Criss Angel fan. I think I told you so. I let my hair grow out. I was a sick fucking vato, but I think it was fucking fun. I appreciate him, turning it up a little bit and bringing a little jazz to the show. And then it was funny because was it yesterday or today when he was talking about how Emmy was cock blocking his Magic?
Dog, that was the funniest thing I've heard in the longest time. So go ahead and tell the story about Emmy messing up his trick.
Yeah. So I think it was for Steve's party, right? So Rich was nice enough to host a party for Covino. So Covino's friends and family were there. Rich's normal fucking cast of characters who's always there was there. And Rich decided to bust out the magic trick for the kids. Obviously, it's a fucking kid magic trick. And he made it a point to tell Emmy about like, hey, like you're old enough now, like don't fucking ruin the magic trick. Like I know but like it's for the kids or whatever. So don't just go along with it kind of thing. And so I guess during the whole process, the setup, the prep, she was just like, I don't think she was doing it with malintent really, right? But she was just fucking like cock blocking this magic trick where she was like, pick that card. Like the whole thing Rich was saying is it's to pick the yellow one and the yellow energy. And he sets it up with like, I think Covino had a Pikachu to kind of get the juices going of picking the lightning. And they were talking about yellow things. Just motivate the kids to choose a card that Rich needs to be able to choose to bust this magic trick.
Do you remember?
And during the whole process.
Do you remember what day it was, Luis, or no?
The magic trick?
Oh! I think I found it because Juice is asking if we could play it. Now, I don't. You know what? Let me change the screen over here. I almost feel kind of weird playing it because I know it's their Patreon, right? And people pay for Patreon, but I feel like we might be able to play this. Cause I loved it. I loved the magic trick. Let me see if we could.
It was great. If you haven't seen it, I'll shut up. Let's
I'm trying to see if I could find it. Let me see. That's cut open. Oh, he did it. He did it right at the beginning of the episode. It looks like.
Yeah, because it was like we were even when the episode started. Like, hurry up! We want to see the fucking magic trick. Where's the magic trick? So it had to be like in the first hour, but it was a great magic show. But long story short, Amy was kind of cock blocking Rich, and then Rich said he actually had her pull her aside and kind of had a talk with her, and she got a little upset about it, and her excuse was like, well, I just can't lie. Like, yeah, all right, great excuse, but still, you're fucking up the trick for everybody.
Dog, if my daughter would have done that, told me that, well, it's just because I don't want to lie. I would have got more mad at her, dog. I would have been like, you damn liar. You're full of shit, right? And I guess that's why Rich is a better parent than me. But dog, I would have been so mad where I would have just been like, damn well you did not because you can't, because dog, he said that like she was even being like, don't pick the lemon, dog. That's not her not wanting to lie, dog. That's her trying to purposely ruin the trick. So I know Rich was like, I got mad at her and then I shouldn't have or whatever. But I'm like, dog, she definitely was trying to ruin the trick. And I don't know if it's because she thought it was funny or what, but I don't think it's because she wanted to not lie. I think it's because she wanted to ruin the trick. I found it, dog. So let's go ahead and
let's see.
Let's see.
And
Juice,
just promoting tier 2 for everybody right here, right? Just a sneak peek.
So let's see. Juice right here. He said, I pay for the video tier, but I only listen. I never watch. So let's go ahead and we'll go ahead and bring on for you guys.
I think this is all part of
Covino and Rich. If you guys are watching this and you guys aren't happy that we're sharing this, then I apologize and just let us know. We won't do it again. But this is Rich's trick. If you didn't see it, I think it's definitely a doozy, dog. I think if you didn't see it, I think it's something cool to check out because I'm gonna watch it again for the second time, and I think I'm gonna enjoy it still. So let's go ahead and pull this bad boy real quick.
trick, right? This is all the distraction.
It's all it's sleight of hand.
Yeah, Rich is like really just trying to take our minds out of like
it's called misdirection.
Yeah, he's misdirecting us. His unpreparedness is really just misdirection.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
Is this good?
Yeah.
Do you need me to move anything?
What are we supposed to be looking at, Rich? The
you can look at me or the table.
Oh, okay,
I'm saying it's part of it has cards involved.
Oh, okay, cool.
All right, so.
Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Could I begin?
Yeah.
All right.
Excited.
Yo, hey kids, you want to see a trick?
Yeah.
You guys want to see a trick?
Show us.
Yeah.
Show us.
Coach,
Magic.
Coach Rich.
Magic.
Coach Rich has a trick.
Yeah.
You guys, I feel like you guys are going to be amazed by this.
Can't wait.
You guys like Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Love it.
You're a kid.
Yeah.
Pikachu.
You love Pokemon?
Yeah. Charizard.
You guys like Pokemon?
Squirtle.
Right,
Squirtle.
I got some Pokemon cards here. Now, these are random Pokemon cards.
Okay.
And I want you to tell me, of these Pokemon cards, I'm going to lay them out here. Hold on. Here we go. Actually, no, let me get this table closer to me.
Should I stare at the screen or should I stare at you?
You can stare at me, the cards.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
So, we got Pokemon cards
Prepare to be
all over
amazed,
here.
everybody.
Okay. All different ones.
Ooh, all different ones. Oh, there's Shellos and Salazzle, Quagsire, Starly. Ooh, here's a shiny one. You like this one? This is a good, cool one. That's Cacnea. I know.
Okay.
I know Bree, Weston Bree. She knows her Pokemon. This is a key one. Look, Stuffle. All right, so Sarah, get a little focus in on the cards.
Okay.
All right, so you got all your Pokemon cards here, right?
Cool.
All right, now.
Cool, Rich. I love Pokemon.
So step one of
Stuffle. Stuffle's my favorite.
Okay, so if I were to say, like, of all these cards here, which one do you think is like the least valuable? Like you wouldn't really care about?
Me personally?
Yeah.
The lightning bolt, because I don't know what that means.
You know what? I would agree with you, little Steve.
Yeah.
The lightning, the energy card,
It
right?
just looks different. So
I got it right.
Like, yeah, it's like
It's
I mean,
either of high value or low value.
like the energy cards, as we know. Like these are your
it's
basic
like-
cards. Like you know,
I would have got that wrong. I don't know
it's like
nothing about
every
Pokemon.
package you get. Hey kids, you know every pack of Pokemon cards you get.
Yeah.
When you're pulling,
yeah.
every pack has one of these. And
Okay.
no one really. It's like a
I don't know,
filler
Steve.
card, right?
I think that would be worth something. I don't know.
So yeah, basic energy. So basic yellow energy, right?
How am I gonna?
Right,
how
so
am I gonna
let's-
morph or what
All right,
is it?
so step one of this
Evolve.
trick is to see if I could figure out where he is. 'Cause you kids don't really, you guys don't know a lot of tricks. So I'm going to shuffle up these cards. I want you to put into this pack of cards, right? Like the least valuable Pokemon card. Put it somewhere, anywhere in there. Now remember, these are kids that are doing this. So I'm putting it right there. You want to go there? Okay, so perfect. Right there. Now I'm going to shuffle up this pack of Pokemon cards. And I'm going to put this everywhere. Now, I'm going to spread these cards out on the table.
Okay.
Right? And I bet you I could figure out where you have your yellow energy card that you don't care about.
No way.
Hold on, let me see.
There's no way. I can't even tell from
Hold
here.
on, 1 second. No.
What's he knocking on the table for?
No, it's not here. No, wait. Okay. Wow.
Hold on a second. How do you do that?
All right, so we found the yellow energy card, right?
It's pretty good.
All right, so we found the
Cool.
yellow energy
I'm
card.
already impressed.
All right, so
How do you do?
all right, so hold on 1
How do you
second.
do that? What?
Yellow energy card. But that's a basic card trick. You kids have all seen basic card tricks, right? Like,
Yeah.
I figured out where you put
Yeah,
the
but that's
card.
cool.
It's pretty cool though, right?
Yeah.
All
But
right,
I don't even know how you did it. Do you know
all
how
right,
you did
now-
that? I don't know how you did that.
Now, as we said, of all these cards, we think the yellow energy card is the least valuable.
Yeah.
You know what? Steve, take this. You know what? You get one in every pack. Rip it up. Rip it up. Go ahead.
For real?
Tear it up.
Rip it?
Rip it.
Rip it.
Rip it up a couple times.
Sound like a frog. Rip it.
There you go. Yeah, one more time. There you
Rip
go.
it.
There you go. So,
Wait a
okay.
second.
So now here.
Wait, what? What's Rip happening? it.
There you go. Little pieces. Perfect. We ripped it up good.
Ripped it good.
Okay. So now we
I say
have
rip it.
our yellow energy card. You see this, kids? It's all ripped up. Right?
Okay.
It's all ripped up.
Okay.
Right? So
Yeah.
we're going to take this energy card. Right? We're going to put it in my hand. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
And Steve, I need you to blow my hand. Hold on.
Now?
Yeah.
Hold on, it would have been funny if when Rich said, I need you to blow my hand, it would have been funny if Covino went. So stupid.
Let's see. I think I can make it disappear, kids. Ready? 1, 2, 3. It's still there. Okay. Hold on. Let me try again. All right. So.
He really he didn't do ruined it. it.
All right. So
This trick sucks.
I'm going to take the energy card, right? Now, blow my hand again. So now, as you blow my hand, count to 3 again.
You blew Rich twice.
1, 2.
2, 3.
Three.
Oh,
Where'd it go? That's really weird.
look down.
Wait,
Is it on
hold-
the floor? Where is it?
No, where'd the yellow energy card go? Wait, hold on 1 second. It had to go somewhere. Where do you think it went, kids? Where do you think the yellow energy card went?
To the
All right,
moon.
wait, hold on. Let me think.
Look on the floor.
Hold on,
Is it in
one-
the trash? In your Where'd it go? pocket.
Wait, 1 second now. Yellow
Is it up his
energy card.
nose?
Who's the most popular Pokemon? What would you say?
Pikachu.
Spot, very good. Pikachu is
I love Pikachu.
Pikachu is probably the most popular Pokemon, I'd imagine, right?
Yeah, he's really
We
popular.
don't have a Pikachu in here. What color is Pikachu?
Yellow. Pikachu's yellow. He's yellow.
we
He's got
see-
that. He's got that black tail, but he's yellow.
Do we see anything else in this room that's yellow that we could
Lemons.
I know.
Oh.
The lemons.
There is a lemon here. No, but there's no way. Hold on 1 second.
Wait a second.
See, hold on. This is a regular lemon, right, Steve? Take a look at that lemon.
It's a lemon.
That where? That we got off what?
Lemon.
From the tree.
The tree on the side of the house? Okay. So it's just a basic
He
lemon.
does have a lemon tree. I've seen it.
So we got this basic lemon off the side of the tree, and we said we have the yellow energy card, right?
Yeah.
We don't have a Pikachu in here, but we need something yellow.
I wonder why that was looking that way. Sarah, give me. Sarah, get closer.
Sarah, get closer.
There you go. Right there. Yeah, I see it.
Lemon. Regular lemon, right?
It's a beautiful lemon. That's
Regular.
actually a beautiful lemon.
Beautiful lemon from the tree.
Good color.
I think I'm going
I'm all
to try
into
to
it
put
again, dog.
the yellow energy card that you ripped up
Covino's like put the
inside the
coaster in
lemon. On the count of 3.
1,
2, 3.
It's not. There's no way.
Lemon, totally normal lemon.
It's a full lemon.
All right?
There's no way. There's no way it's in there.
You ready for this?
I'd cut it over this, just in case.
It is
Yeah,
a
don't
new
cut my
table.
Don't put a scratch on my table.
Cut open this lemon.
Wait a second. Hold on. There's no fucking way.
No way.
Hold on 1 second. What's this inside the lemon? What? A
No
yellow
way.
energy card
Hold on.
inside the lemon? There you go.
Hold on.
I'll be here
There's
all
no
week,
fucking-
everybody. Good night.
There's no.
I don't think they were in
There's
on
no
it.
fucking way.
Andrew Sims says that they were in on it.
Yeah. Oh my.
So that's the extent of that. That was if you guys I hope you guys sat through it because I thoroughly enjoyed it all over again. I don't think they were in on it. I really don't because
I don't think so either.
the only thing where I was like because initially I thought maybe they are in on it was when Covino picked the card that you're supposed to pick. But I guess because I wouldn't Doug, I don't know shit about Pokemon, right? But I think the reason why, if he's not in on it, the reason why he would pick it is because it's like a Charizard, Pikachu, Raichu, right? Is Raichu one? Maybe?
Yeah.
Okay, so it has these, and then that one just doesn't look like a Pokemon card, right? So I could see that's why he picked it. But I feel like Spot, because Covino's in the room, right? Spot's in freaking New York, whatever. If Covino was in on it, I don't think Spot was because Spot, wants to, know it, Mr. Know-It-All. I'm not going to say that, but I'm saying some people call him Mr. Know-It-All, right? I just feel like if you go back to his little, he was like, hold on. I feel like he was like, hold on. Like I feel like Spot was like, wait, what happened? Because I don't think Spot thought it was going to be that cool. Juice says, wait, that was pre-planned, was expecting the ripped one inside. Yeah, that would have been dope. And I feel like Rich could have done it, right? Because obviously you had to get the card in there. So I feel like you could have ripped it. That would have been that. You know what? Juice, you need to reach out to Rich on social media and tell him to make it even more dope. Put a ripped one in there. That would be dope. So I like that. Danny G says Rich worships Joe Montana and Black Magic. You know what's funny, dog, is I feel like, I don't know, Luis, if you ever went through this phase, but when I was a kid, dog, especially when they had, like, you're my age, so you I think, grew up with these same, like, TV shows and shit. The dude, remember, that would wear that mask that would show you how the lion appeared behind David fucking Copperfield and shit? That dude, and then he'd be like,
magician.
Like it'd be like after the break, and then they would show you, well, actually, there's a mirror right here that's pointing down, and that person, reached out and pulled out their hair, and they were actually one of the assistants, right? And you'd be like, oh, damn, right? But I think everybody went through a phase when you're a kid, at least once, especially, Doug, like now, kids have so many different options of things you need to do. Doug, if we needed to entertain ourselves, we would go to the fucking magic shop, or for us, it was like the swap meet, and you would buy like a pack of like 3 strings that were different lengths and shit, and the little rings that connected. And so I feel like at least our generations and older dug that. So, I feel like we all went through like a magic phase. So I don't know if you ever did, but I know I did for sure.
Bro, I used to love that shit. It was called Breaking the Magician's Code, Magic's Biggest Secret, finally revealed, 1997. Now, that fool got a lot of
Think
hate,
about
dude,
that, dog.
'cause
97. I was 9. You were 8 or 7, right? So, So, Doug, I just feel like yeah, that show was on Fox Says Juice. Doug,
It was.
and I remember, Doug, I could watch that show now and still be entertained because, Doug, obviously we're not going to remember how they did all that shit, even though we all watched it when we were kids. But think about it, Doug, 97, that's freaking 29 years ago, right? So we're not going to freaking remember all that. I could watch the show now.
Valentino, and I remember when that was happening, a lot of like magicians were giving him shit, and I think for me it was like it motivated me more to be a magician. I know it took the magic out of it, some of it, but I'm like, I was like, oh fuck, I can do this shit, right? Not fucking make a line appear or whatever, but some of the little hand shit they did, and I was super into magic when I was a kid, and still love it, so that's why I was fucking excited about it. Even when Rich did it, I was like, "Oh shit, that was badass!" And once again, circling back, I think he did a great job.
Doug,
He's the Criss now.
I
Best
did,
magician
you know.
in the world.
And we actually, my wife and I, we went and we saw Criss Angel's show. And Doug, it was so cool because we went to see a show, and there's a part of his show where he disappears and he appears through the crowd. I've told this story on the show before, but Doug, there was this lady sitting next to me and my wife. And she points up at the screen and she's like, because in the beginning of the show, they show like when he was young and all this shit, whatever, right? And the lady's like, oh, that's my son. And we're like, oh, yeah, you crazy old fucking bag. That's not your son, right? Criss Angel, oh, yeah, my dad's fucking Kobe Bryant, right? But Doug, so she tells us and we're like, oh, yeah, me and my wife are both looking at her like she's fucking crazy. The video keeps going. Doug, she's in the video. So, Doug, it was literally this lady sitting next to us. And we're like, oh, shit. Well, there's a part in the show where he appears in the crowd, right? So he comes and he disappears off stage, and then he runs right here, Doug, and he sits in front of us. And at the time he had the hair where it was like spiky up here and emo right here. And so Doug, he pulls off his hoodie, and then my wife points and she's like, hey, look at it, it's that motherfucker. And I'm like, hey, motherfucker. And so then I was like, oh shit, that was him, right? So, Doug, then he fucking turns around and they put the spotlight on him and he's like, ta-da, right? So, Doug, so he turns around and he's looking at everybody and they're like, oh, shit. Doug, and he looks at me and he fist bumps me because I'm right behind him. So when he turned around to face the whole crowd, I'm right behind him, Doug. And I was like, Criss Angel fist bumped me. And then, Doug, after that, he runs around and he grabs like these pieces of paper and he throws them to people in the crowd. And then since we were homies now, Doug, he handed me one. And I was like, oh, yeah, I got this Criss Angel paper right here, Doug. So anyway, long story short, I loved magic, Doug. So, Luis is here, Doug. He said homies. So Luis just told the story. I didn't see when you got here, but I just told the story about the Criss Angel show. If you missed, you have to go back and watch. We actually showed the Rich Davis magic show. So you have to rewind a few minutes.
I've probably been to the Criss Angel show once a year, every fucking time I've been here.
Are you serious?
So, it was funny because everyone used to, they make them like, sometimes it changes, sometimes the same shit. And I know exactly what paper you're talking about because there was a routine where they would throw papers and then like, all right, if you grab one open and there's an X, come on stage. Bro.
Yeah.
I fucking swear to God, every time I was like trying to grab whichever one I could, just I wanted to get called on stage so bad, dude. And I'm so fucking jealous that you fist bumped that motherfucker.
Yeah, Doug, it was literally.
To take a picture with that fool and shit. I'll have to send you some pictures.
It was so dope. No, it was dope.
Idols growing up.
So no, and it's funny because when he did the paper thing, it's when he appears in the crowd, the show better than anybody. Obviously, you've been to it every year, right? But it's that part of the show where he appears in the crowd, and then he goes into this part. I think about like his son being sick. Mm-hmm. You know the part where it goes for like a good like 10 minutes or so or whatever, and he starts talking about like kids being sick and all this, Doug, and then everybody in the crowd's like, oh, why you gotta do this shit, vato? Like my wife's right here, you start like, and it's a portion because of his son, and he kind of dedicates a portion of the show to that, and so it's during that. So if you've ever been to the show, that's what it was. Andrew Simpson, I bet you didn't wash that hand for a week. No, but you know what though, Andrew? You want to know the funniest thing? That piece of paper, Doug, I was like, oh, I got this. I'm going to frame this shit, right? And everybody that comes over, dog, this is a conversation piece. Everybody that comes over, why do you have a piece of paper crumpled and framed on the wall? Like, is that some kind of like, artsy piece? And I'm going to tell people, actually, you want to know where that paper came from, right, Doug? I have this hole in my head. I'm going to have this. So get this. We go, Doug. We leave the show, get into a cab, right? The guy starts being like, hey, you guys are, because, you know, they're always like, hey, where are you from? Whatever. Oh, Arizona. We tell him. The dude's actually from where I'm at in Arizona, right? And his parents own a local accounting place here. And we're like, oh, shit, we're talking. We leave, right? I fucking left the piece of paper in the cab. Dog, so I was all stoked, dog. I was going to tell people about this piece of paper, dog, that Criss Angel gave me after he fist bumped me. Left it in the cab. Like, story of my life, dog. Oh.
I actually still have the one, so I don't have
Do you?
but I got it. It's in my gun safe.
Dang, you don't want nobody getting that.
Yo, it's funny, fucking Juice. I'm jealous. He said he had the pleasure of going to the Magic Castle twice. That's on my fucking before I die. I need to know somebody to get me in there, but that's one of my fucking spots that I definitely want to go.
Well, if you can go, that's where I'm going to, dog. So we got to plan that right now. CRC 30, we'll do that, dog. I have a couple more minutes. I don't know how you're doing on time, but I know we started a couple minutes late. So I don't know if you want to wrap it up. If you want to give people a beautiful goodbye, you could do that as well. So let me know. I had so much we didn't get to, so we might have to tackle some of this next week.
No, man, I'm okay. I got some time, but appreciate everyone who's joining us live. Danny G, thanks, homie. Appreciate the support. Make sure you guys check these guys out. Fox Sports Radio. What is it, 2 p.m. Eastern time? Check out the boys. Mm-hmm. It's all things CNR with the twist of sports in there. Obviously, Covino still has the Turbo Party on Saturdays. I haven't had the time to do Rich's top 8. Have you?
I have not, dog, but I'm gonna do it tonight. Thanks for reminding me. I'm going to do it tonight because I have everything right here set up. Everything's out, whatever. So after I pick up my kid from dance, I think I'm going to go ahead and come back and record that. But I also, dog, I just want to thank Danny G. I can't believe, dog, when he told me, when he's like, hey, man, you guys, I love what you do. I'm like, I appreciate the dog, but he could be blowing smoke. You never know, right, dog? Just because we're coming to visit them, dog. He's probably like, I appreciate them driving out here. So Danny G, man, super appreciated. And you know, if there's anything you need, you know, I'm a phone call away, I'm a text away. So we really appreciate you, Doug. And having Doug, my favorite part about Danny G joining us tonight, Doug, is that it's Danny G Radio, but later. Doug, come on now. We're Danny G Radio, but later. I appreciate that. So we'll go ahead and wrap it up. The After Show, but later, episode number 351. It's your boys, D. It is Luis Cortez Jr. We will see you guys in the next episode. Peace.
On the road to the riches, cause it's all about the paper. Now buckle up your seats and prepare for the journey. Let the music ease your soul, grab a spliff and start burning. Relax with us and take a trip to the heavens. And come and spend a day in the 757.
Hydro, the bass and blood side smoke.